Hi boys and girls, today we're going to take a look at adding 3-digit numbers with 2-digit or other 3-digit numbers. Remember, anytime you're adding any numbers, if you find that in one of the places you are going to get a total for that place 10 or more, that means you're going to have a new place in either the tens, hundreds, or even thousands place. So let's take a look on page 329. If you take a look with me at number 1, here's the equation. 236 plus 478. So before I do any adding, I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions down here with a yes or no. So I'm going to take a look here in the ones. I know if I have more than 9, meaning 10 or more, it's going to give me a new 10. So let's see, 6 and 8. I already know if I look at the number 8, I'd only need 2 more to get a new 10. So will I get a new 10? Yes, I certainly will. I'm going to even put it right here so I don't forget it. Then I'm going to take a look at my other numbers. 7 plus 3. Well, that's already 10. I know one more would definitely be even more so. Now this is the tens place, so I know that I'm going to have a new one over here in the hundreds place. So I'm going to go ahead and put my new 100. Then going back to my question, did I make a new 100? Yes, I did make a new 100. So I made a new 10 and a new 100. Now friends, if this is challenging for you, you can definitely make some drawings to help you out. I'm going to take the first number, 236. And I'm just going to switch colors for you. And I'm going to do the next number, 400. 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, boys and girls, as I am writing, I want to make sure that I'm looking for new groups. So a new 10. So I had 6 here and I have 8 here. Well, I can take these 6, grab 4 more right there, and I get a new 10. And then I'm going to go over here to these 10. So let's see, 3 and 5 is 8, 9, 10. Right here is going to be a new 100. By putting in my circles when I'm not sure, I can show myself what I have. Yes, I have a new 10 and a new 100. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add up my totals. I'll do my method differently than you might have seen before. I'm actually going to start over here in the hundreds. What? The hundreds? Mr. Fredericks, I've only seen you do the hundreds when you've done show all totals. Yeah, but I can use my picture now to help me. I see I have 2 and 4, which is 6, and I know one more is going to be 7. If I use my numbers, 2 and 4 is 6, and one more is 7. If I go here, I know that I'm going to have a new one there. So I'm going to have some teen. Maybe it's 10 or 11, 12, 13, not sure. If I take a look, I have 7 plus 3 is 10, and one more is 11. Well, if I look over here, I'm going to have 11 because there's 10 right here and one more here. So I have 11 tens. There's my 11. And then I'm going to add up my ones. Now I can certainly add 6 plus 8, which gives me 14. Check my work. I see 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my total is 714. Well, what do I do in the case of other ones, like this one? Well, if it's written horizontally, you know that you cannot add it the way it is. You'll have to go vertical. So let me change that. I'm going to take the first number, 183. Change the size of that so it'll fit my screen a little better for all of you to see. And then I'm going to add on the next number. And that next number, of course, is going to be that second number, 517. Now, I want to get all mine lined up, so I'm going to give this a little changeover for us. As I set up my problem, now that I have it in my vertical format, I can use the adding steps I've done before. I can add in the method that works best for me. I can also make a picture to help me. But before I do any adding, I'm going to go ahead and see what places I'm going to make new 10s. So I'm going to take a look at 3 plus 7. Yep, I'm going to make a new one there. So that means I'm going to make a new 10 right next to it. Let me go ahead and add my new 10 right away. Now I'm doing that before I look to see if I get a new 100, because I'm going to include this in my count of it. 1 plus 8 is 9, and 1 more is 10. So yes, I'm going to get a new 100. Now I'm going to put my new 100 right away too. Now if I add mine, 3 plus 7 is 10. The only number that goes in this digit place is a 0. 1 plus 8 is 9, and 1 more is 10. The only number that goes in the tens digit is a 0. Here's my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 5 is 7. So boys and girls, when I take all that thinking and I put it together from everything we've learned this year, I can use step by step to find myself where I have new 10s and new 100s. Using that understanding, I can build on my best learning to help me find the totals for these 3-digit numbers, plus 3-digit or 2-digit. I'm going to go on to number 3, because number 3 is a little bit different, and I'm going to switch it around a little to make my brain understand it better. Here's the equation as it is written horizontally. 93 plus 485. Well, that's a smaller number, and my brain likes to start with bigger numbers. And it's okay to go ahead and start with the larger of the two, 485. What I will do is I will then add that 93. Now keep in mind, it's okay to switch them because I really haven't done anything to it other than switch the places around. And we know from a math mountain, the two add-ins, doesn't matter which way you go up the math mountain, you get the same total. Now that I have it, I can go ahead and I can do my adding in the method that works best for me. I'm going to go ahead and start with a picture because I'm having a hard time thinking about these two different numbers. So here's 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 81, 82, 83, 84, and 85. Now I'm going to switch colors here for my next number of 93. Do I have any hundreds? No, because there's none there. So I'm going to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93. Now as I look at this, I could loop anything that gets me a new 10. Let's see, 5 and 3. No, that's not enough to make a new 10. I will not make a new 10 in this case. Well, let me go to my 10s to see if I make a new 100. Well, I can look at it real quickly and know I'm going to be able to get 10. So I'm going to start with my 8, include 2 more, and I get a new 10. Yes, a new 10, or excuse me, new 100, not a new 10, new 100. I'm going to put my new 100 right there right away because that's what I've shown. Now I'm going to go back and add. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 9. Having a hard time with that one. Let me go back to my picture. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, so the digit, 10's digit will be the 7, and there's my 1, 17. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So after using that picture to guide my thinking when I got stuck, I was able to come up with the answer of 578. Remember, boys and girls, you aren't always going to have a new 10 and a new 100. Sometimes you'll have one or the other, both, or none at all. For your practice, I'd like you to go ahead and grab your pencil, and I'd like you to cross off a couple with me if you would. I'd like you to go ahead and get rid of numbers 4 and 5. Circle number 6 because I want you to do that one today. Follow along with me. Go to page 330. I'd like you to go ahead and cross off number 7, number 10, and number 11. Please circle number 8, number 9, and number 12. After you've completed number 6, number 8, 9, and 12, please go ahead and work on your form today to show me what you've learned about adding 3-digit numbers with another 3-digit number, or 3-digit numbers with 2-digit numbers.